give you some tips for career longevity. Includes, like I've stressed in this webinar, building your corporate avatar to protect your mental health. Separate your personal identity from your personal self, right? So your professional identity. This is to say you should have a corporate avatar which should be different. You should sit down and write a script for your work self, right? And it should be different from your personal self. Another thing that I have not brought up at all, but I will be bringing up right now, is documenting incidents. It's good to, set the boundaries, prepare your mind, and adopt legal principles for to create like a conceptual protection against workplace hazards. But you need to be prepared for when those hazards persist, right? In such cases, you have to be ready to document issues, right? When you feel like you've been discriminated against, when you're being picked on by your colleague or your manager, when there is harassment, you want to document these issues. Documenting these issues involves you writing down what was said, right? If it's a disparaging comment that was said, or if it's, if it's say, when if you feel sexually harassed, and then sexual assault is different from sexual harassment. Certain phrases or certain comments can be deemed to be sexual harassment, right? So you should look up in the Department of Labor websites for a lot of states. This information is there firsthand, so you should take advantage of the resources available to educate yourself. Like I said, a lot of 60% of workplace issues go undocumented because people don't even know that, okay, this person is doing something unlawful. You need to teach yourself, go and learn about your rights, and make sure that you are, that you're advocating for yourself at work. You want to document what was said, right? Making sure it's something unlawful, right? Something that you can that you can be covered for if you escalate outside of your workplace, right? That's things that leads to things that can be regarded to be harassment, intimidation, bullying, assault, discrimination based on your sex, your national origin, your race, your age, stuff like that are things that you are protected against outside of your workplace. So your workplace definitely should have put in system to check and handle these issues when they arise, or they're doing themselves a disservice, right? It's just crazy that modern workplaces want to immediately retaliate when you report certain things at work. It just further compounds their issues. They should instead be documenting and addressing those issues so that when employees escalate outside of the workplace, those corporations are protecting themselves. So that's how a corporation can protect themselves, is to document issues that come up within their workplace between employees or managers or whatsoever. Document and address it, and leave documentation of the fact that it was recorded and it was addressed, right? But as an individual, if you're documenting incidents, you have to make sure you get the what, you get the where, you get the who said what, where, when, time and date, and who else was present, the witnesses that was present, and keep this document. It probably would keep repeating itself. People would advise that on the third occurrence, then you should, go to HR with your complaint. But I personally recommend, the because of I see the trend in modern workplace incident handling where they just immediately retaliate against the employee. It's good to have your plan to leave or to escalate outside of the workplace before bringing up to HR at all. Maintain supportive networks inside and outside of your work, and be intentional with your communication, your appearance, and decision making.